Hello, everyone. Welcome to an edition of The Right Path. Today, we are going to talk about the importance of mentoring, ladies and gentlemen. How important it is to mentor the youth. Here in Harrison, Arkansas, recently, heck, we've made KY3 again, guys. We're on KY3 again for the vandalism of the new bathrooms here in Harrison, down at the park. It's a shame, and I'll be honest with you, it's nobody's fault. It's not Mayor Jerry Jackson's fault it's being vandalized. It's not the city council's fault. It's not the police department's fault. It really, guys, it's just society we live in today. People are looking to get attention. It's a shame, but there are solutions to be able to work on these things and kind of prevent these things from happening again. We need to start mentoring our youth, even adults. I mean, some adults, like I've said in many, I didn't grow up till later in my life. People need to be continuously mentored throughout their life. I was going to wait until I went to the city council meeting to present this idea, but God's just put it on my heart so heavy, and I'm still going to go to the city council meeting. I'm going to talk to the council and the chief of police and Mayor Jerry Jackson about this. I really think the community center is going to be a good thing for our community. A lot of people are trying to say that it's going to attract more problems, but if you face a problem head on from the beginning in the right way, you can prevent a lot of things. We don't need people vandalizing things in our community. These kids that are doing these things, I don't believe personally we should prosecute them and teach them a lesson and make an example of them, because what you end up doing, you end up scarring people. You'll end up scarring these individuals. They'll either A, move away, or B, they'll become repeat offenders. Maybe one of them will actually say, oh, I screwed up and I'll go down the right path. You have to take steps past disciplining them to make sure that they don't do these things again. Now, I don't know for sure. That's why I'm going to go ask the city council, but I don't know if Harrison and Boone County still offer teen court. Teen court was a very good tool that was used back when my generation was in their teens, okay? I'll give you an example. I used to street race all the time. Even before we got really heavy into it, I was the one that started street racing. When I got in trouble, Shelby, with the help of Philip Moon, got the judge to agree to let me go to teen court to get the tickets off my record. Okay, I had to serve time and the jury of the teen court, as a judge in the teen court. I also had community service that I had to do. Now, I understand that I think this area still, I'd have to make some phone calls, but I think this area still implements community service. But the problem is making sure that these people show up for their community service and making sure they actually do it properly and learning a lesson. Okay? We have an asset in Harrison we didn't have before. I mean, we've had it before, but we just really didn't have it in this manner. It's called Camp Jack. The things which you have heard from me in the presence of many witnesses, entrust these to the faithful men who will be able to teach others also. The veterans, guys, veterans are very, very important. They have a lot to teach us. When I was a kid, I used to go over to the old Rock House after school when I was in the junior high, because Shelby worked at Alltel behind the police department. I used to go stand outside the back of the police department as well, and I used to talk to the police officers all the time, firemen all the time, and one of the past mayors as well. I used to learn and learn and learn so much from them. Or I would walk down on the square and I would go to the courthouse and I would talk to judges and things of this nature. Or I would go over to the townhouse and sit down and listen to how the lawyers would speak about their cases that day. And, they were mentoring me. I had an interest in our local government my whole life. Okay. I have I have studied different tactics, the way things that can be done, because I know Harrison is growing. We are in a growing stance at this point in time, and it's not going to stop, guys. We are going to continuously grow. I believe we should grow slow, and the right way, but we are growing, people, with population, more businesses. These things are going to happen. The reason I bring up teen court is I don't think we should just prosecute these people for vandalizing the bathroom. I disagree. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry, but I 100% disagree. What I think we should do is put them through a teen court program, and I think they should be sentenced community service. Now you ask, how's this supposed to be influenced? Or how are you supposed to be to make sure? How are you supposed to make sure that they actually do these things? Well, like I said, I had a lot of mentors over the years. There's a lot of veterans out there that worked for the federal government. They were police officers for the federal government. I know a lot of individuals like that. They still have connections in the FBI and the CIA and things of this nature. I knew a lot of veterans that worked down in Little Rock, and they were part of the police departments down there. One of my buddies actually got his promotion because of the training he received from an individual down in Little Rock for the narcotics division. I think Camp Jack has something great to offer. Okay, the city owns the building, right? Camp Jack does not have the expense of that building now. Okay, these veterans are very important. They have a lot to offer. This is my idea. It's a pretty simple idea too. We establish a strong, really strong teen court program and make it to where it goes all the way up to 21 years of age. Okay. And that way, these people can go through teen court and actually learn, hey, this is what could happen to me. The current city hall building, there was a gentleman saying he was going to run for mayor. I wish you the best. I hope you do well. I'm not seeking leadership this time in my life. Maybe 10, 15, 20 years from now, I might run for mayor. I might run for city council or something like that sooner, but no, I want to spend time with my family, and I want to have, I don't know, just not this point in my life. God may move my heart, and God may move my will, and he may change that one day. But as today, that's not what I'm after right now. This is not a political gain video. But we could use the city hall building currently and the couple jail cells that are still in it, and we could create a teen court-like program. These people get in trouble. They have to go in the jail for, say, 6 to 10 hours or whatever, 12 hours, or if it's severe enough, 24. The reason I say do this is you can put these teens and give them experience of going to jail in a safer environment, because a lot of times the individuals that are in our, say, Boone County right now, they're very gruff people, and it can end up scarring people, guys. We have generational criminals in Harrison, okay? We have generational criminals, people that their parents taught them to be criminals. If these criminals could be mentoring their kids to be criminals, why couldn't we as parents and citizens, and also the great men and women that are veterans, why couldn't they mentor these kids? They could supervise these kids and reassure that they're doing their community service, and they could be part of the teen court as well. They could teach these people how to be a judge. They could teach these people how to be a lawyer. They could teach these people so much. I think Camp Jack has more to offer Harrison than people realize. And I think these people that are part of it have more to offer than people realize. I think we should turn the City Hall building, once it moves over, into that kind of a project. I don't think it should just be more jail cells. Because if I'm not mistaken, and if you look at the blueprints for the new building, there's plenty enough cells to hold people. If your crimes are bad enough, yes, you need to go to the county or you need to go to the state. But that building can be utilized for mentoring teens. You could give a couple, 2 or 3 of these people that are involved in the program, you could give them their own offices in this building. I just think it would work really well. Don't just prosecute these people. teach them why they shouldn't do these things. We live in a society that punishment does not work. People don't mind to get in trouble. 3 hots and a cot. People don't mind to go to jail. Make them do community service. Make them be part of teen court. Make them do these things. It's because not only are you going to help correct them, and your success rate of having more recovered people will go up, but also you will be teaching these people key elements that they need in their life. Maybe these people just didn't have the parents in their life like they needed, okay? And maybe they just need someone to give a heck about them. You know, like I said, Camp Jack is an amazing facility. I think the people that are part of Camp Jack have so much more to offer this community than this community realizes. And I believe that they could be a part of this and mentor these kids. Like I said, some of my mentors were part of the FBI. They were retired federal government workers, police officers, things of this nature. I had some really strong mentors in my life when I was younger, okay? Mentor these kids. Don't just prosecute them. Mentor them, unless you just want to continuously be on KY3 for bad news. You know, I'd rather be on KY3, you know, coming down here. Hey, KY3 comes to Harrison. Hey, look, you know, Camp Jack's been involved. They're starting this new great, you know, really strong teen court-like program, you know, and they're actually, you know, disciplining these children, but mentoring them at the same time and teaching them life goals. Teach these kids how to cook. Teach these kids how to do their checkbooks. Teach these kids how to keep a job. Teach these kids, because they may not have that at home, guys. They may not have that at home. Sometimes all you got to do is just simply say, hey, I could help these people. God is telling me that I need to help these people. And that's what I'm going to do. Let God lead you correctly. Okay? Let God lead you correctly. Because if you mentor these people and you teach them right, they will go out and they will tell their friends and they will tell other people. And then maybe 10, 15 years from now, they will come up to you like I did recently to one of my mentors. They will come up to you and say, thank you for all the knowledge that you gave me. You saved my life. You saved my soul. This has been a very passionate episode of The Right Path. Support Camp Jack, people. Support our veterans. And have a blessed day.